All right, so in this video, we are going to examine some different types of waves, different types of waves that we'll encounter. A couple of them are more abstract types of waves, and then we'll get some different types that we'll actually encounter in the real world. Uh, so let's see. Here is first sound that we might be interested in. Okay, that's a pure tone. Its waveform looks like this. That's the kind of wave that we've been looking at so far, right? It's just got a simple sine wave type shape to it. It only has energy at one frequency, and we don't encounter that kind of wave in the real world, but it's a nice basis for all of the other kinds of wave, almost all the other kinds of waves we're going to be looking at. So the next kind is, here's a sample. What's that? That's a complex periodic wave. What does that look like? That looks something like this. You have a cycle, you have some kind of wave. It has a more complex structure than the sine wave, but it's repeating exactly time after time after time. Nothing is changing. Okay, so that's the second type of wave. The third type of wave is one, so that both of these are more abstract. They're unchanging over time. We don't find them in the real world. Third type of wave is one that we do find in the real world. Here's a sample. Oh, that sounded like speech, didn't it? Yeah, well, that's because speech is a good place to find these. Quasi-periodic. So here's what a waveform looks like. You see that there are recognizable cycles, one after the other. They're similar, but they're not identical. We see the amplitude changing, we see some of the internal structure changing, and whatnot. So this is quasi-periodic. It's kind of periodic, but not exactly. Okay, what do we have next? Ooh, how about this? Okay, so this is noise. Noise in the technical acoustic sense of non-periodic uh, sound that has energy at many frequencies simultaneously. Okay, and the next one, and you have to listen closely for this, it's what we call an impulse. Hear that tick? Try it again. That's an impulse, where you have a burst of energy just at one moment. And here's what a waveform of that looks like. This is a very clean, abstract kind of artificial kind of impulse, but there are other kinds of impulses that we do find in uh, the real world. Okay. So what do we have next? Okay, here's one. I'm okay. I just played it for you. Why didn't you hear anything? Because this is silence. It's kind of I don't know, maybe cheeky of me to include that in this. Uh, but there are actually instances in speech where an absence of any of the other kind of sounds is informative. So I thought it was worth including this. I know the textbook doesn't include silence as a type of wave. Technically, it's an absence of wave, but it's a type of uh, a characteristic of signals that we're going to be interested in. Okay, and now here, let's uh, just to put things together. Here's a sample of actual speech, and here's me playing that sound for you.
Sounds of spoken language.
Okay, so this is what we're working towards, and in a couple of weeks we will be getting to deep analysis of this. Uh, we will actually see elements of silence, noise, quasi-periodic waves, and impulses in signals like this. Okay, that's really all for this video, is just to go through those 6 different types of waves and get you introduced to them.